Good afternoon, Warriors. Happy Friday.
Is it Friday already? I'm so tired from the game last weekend.
Yeah, it looked like a blast.
Wow, were you not there?
I've been pretty sick lately. I think the change in weather has given me a cold.
That's pretty lame, Sophie, but the weather has been getting colder. Good thing we have our own weather analyst, Tyler, here at Winnicott.
Oh yeah, Tyler Hughes. Do you know how he got into meteorology?
No, but Allison Wascalis and Elizabeth Durant caught up with him and got all the details. I'm not sure if this is a secret, but I think we might have the man in the building today telling us the weather. Look, I can't just look outside and see for myself, though.
Matt, there's way more to the weather than just looking out the window. Let's have Tyler show you. Roll the clip.
Hey Allison, did you know that Tyler Hughes was on the Weather Channel this summer?
Was he really?
Yeah, he won a competition. Let's find out more.
We have some special guests in the Weather Cave tonight. 15-year-old Tyler Hughes, 8-year-old Katarina Strickland, winners of our Land's End Mini Meteorologist Contest.
In order to appear on the show, the contestants had to write an essay focused on why they love science and weather. Tyler, along with 3 other people from across the country, were selected to appear on the Weather Channel.
While he was on the show, he was interviewed and played a game with the meteorologist along with another girl who won the competition.
Well, in New England, we, encounter so much crazy weather, and just one example of that was the 2008 ice storm that we encountered, but I got most interested in doing broadcast meteorology after I did my middle school news team.
Over 1 yes! That was all his call.
I saw the contest on Twitter. The Weather Channel tweeted it out. So you wrote like an essay, it was like a page and a half, about why you love learning and weather, and you submitted it to Land's End, which was actually the company that sponsored the contest. And they emailed us back a couple of weeks later and were like, we want to do a Skype interview. And yeah, they eventually ended up picking me. I wrote a lot about how you'd say weather in New England kind of shapes our experiences with the weather. Our weather is kind of so extreme as opposed to other places in the country. You can't really get away from it, wherever you go. So I think that's just kind of fostered an interest in me. I wrote a little bit about shark news. Well, there's a lot of things that are different between the Weather Channel and WHTV's set. They have one green screen in the whole place. Everything else is real. They have 40-foot tall monitor walls, robotic cameras. They have the whole thing, and it's really, really cool to see. There were actually 4 people that won. One of them was our age. His name is Braden. He lives in Texas. But Katarina, the 8-year-old who won, who was on TV with me, she was so sweet. She did a great job. She actually won our little game that we played. And then Duncan was the 6-year-old that won the contest, and he was just so cute. I definitely want to go into some sort of career of broadcasting news, something. So hopefully you'll see me on WHTV sometime. I think that before this experience, I was kind of leaning toward doing journalism, and now I'm kind of leaning toward doing meteorology. I met a lot of people, a lot of on-camera meteorologists, a lot of producers off-camera, and I hope that I can reach out to those people later on, and hopefully we can get some stuff going on in terms of internships and eventually jobs and things like that. I think that in the news business, contacts are one of the most important things that you can have. So I definitely value that experience.
Overall, Tyler really enjoyed his experience and hopes to pursue a broadcast career.
We hope to see Tyler on the news again in the future.
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty cool. And Tyler's here in the studio with us now. Let's see what it's going to be like tonight for kickoff and into the weekend.
Thanks, Matt. Yeah, your weekend is shaping up to be great, but let's take a look at what's going on outside right now. 72 degrees, sunny. Maybe your 6th block is out in the Tech Ed building, the gym, or the ROTC building. Well, it's going to be nice to get out there. It's not going to be raining or anything like that. 72 degrees and sunny. And tonight, temperatures fall down into the 40s, so a pretty crisp and cool day tonight, or night tonight, excuse me. Temperatures this weekend, 60s on Saturday. As we work into Saturday night, it dips down into the 50s, but then a warm up on Sunday. I'm just going to say Sunday is my pick of the weekend, if you will. Although there's a little bit of clouds moving in, Sunday will be overall the warmest in the mid-70s before things dip down into the mid-50s Sunday night. Football forecast. The Warriors playing tonight at Londonderry. Kickoff is tonight at 7 p.m. You're seeing 68 degrees and mostly sunny skies. Winds south-southwest at 5 miles per hour. And I can rule out a spot shower. There will be no rain, unlike there was last night where we could have seen a little bit of drizzle around in some spots. On to our 7-day. Today is going to be mostly sunny, and the entire 7 days looking dry. Mostly sunny skies today, tomorrow, even into the rest of the week. One thing I am tracking, though, is the chance for some rain on Friday of next week. Have a good weekend.
Thanks, Tyler. I hope it gets a little warmer.
It's fall.
Well, a girl can dream. I just want to get better so I can get to the rest of the football games.
Yes, they need all the support they can get. Even if it's from your unenthusiastic self.
Unenthusiastic? I'm the Beach Boys' #1 fan.
Well, that would explain why you did a story on the team this year.
I did.
Let's hope it's good.
Last year, the Winnicott Warriors ended their season with a record of 13-0, making the team Division I state champs.
Last Saturday, the team beat our rival Exeter High School. This big win contributed to the Warriors beating the school record for most consecutive wins for football, making their win streak 18-0. They have high hopes of having a repeat of the successful season they had last year.
Jordan Fuller, junior running back, also a captain for Winnicott football. Some of our strengths as a team are definitely our leadership. Coming back from last year, we had a lot of players returning from the championship team last year.
I'm Joe McDougal, I'm a senior captain, and I'm a tight end and defensive end. I think we have a really good defense, a really veteran line with like me, James, Eli, and definitely great running backs, Jordan, Brennan, Lou. We just have a really good team, especially with T. Hoare taking over as quarterback.
I'm Eli Witham, I'm a senior captain for Winnicott football, and I play offensive and defensive line. I think the team's different than last year, mostly offensively. We definitely have our running backs back, but our offensive line is gone.
Wow, sounds like they might have a repeat of their championship season last year.
Yeah, hopefully, but I don't know. A lot of players have been injured recently.
Do you know who?
No, let's talk to some of the football players to find out more about their goals for the season and some of their injured players.
I've dealt with my knee because I had surgery early this summer, and then I sprained my ankle early in the first game, so I haven't been on the field much, but I'm ready to get back out there. Obviously, to win a championship, that has to be our first goal.
Make sure to get out there and support our team. You won't want to miss this record-breaking season and the fun that the whole school has in the student section.
Seems like they've been performing at a high level this year.
Reminds me a lot of last year's crazy run.
Yeah, you weren't here last fall.
I've been here in spirit, Matt. At least I showed good school spirit before I even went here.
I guess. Not as spirity as Ava Sestrone, though.
The girl who sang the national anthem, I could do that too. Let me show you. Oh, say, can you?
Okay, alright, that's enough. Thank you. On September 13th, Winnicott's own Ava Sestrone sang the national anthem at the State House. She was asked when she was in 8th grade when a New Hampshire rep saw her at a talent show and was impressed with her voice.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light?
Really makes you proud to be a Warrior. Good job, Ava.
Seems pretty cool. I think I could sing the national anthem for one of the games.
Yeah, you might have to run that by the new athletic director, Mr. Aboud, and the Chambers teacher, maybe a vocal specialist.
The Mr. Aboud? The guy who looks like he could be a student here?
I'll agree to disagree with you on that, but he has been a great new athletic director since Mrs. Dosburn's departure.
Well, I'd love to see a story done on him.
Okay.
What?
Let's just watch it.
Oh, there actually is one?
Yep, everyone get your popcorn ready.
As Mrs. Dosburn retired from Winnicott at the end of last school year, the search was on for a new athletic director. After nearly 50 applicants, the new athletic director turned out to be someone already involved in the Winnicott community, Mr. Aboud. Mr. Aboud follows in the footsteps of Mrs. Dosburn, who worked for Winnicott as the athletic director for the past 19 years. Under her tenure, Winnicott won 15 state championships, and she saw 5 New Hampshire Gatorade Players of the Year winners. Mr. Aboud says he is looking forward to following in her footsteps.
Dawes did a great job. I'm a coach here, so I know all the work that she did, and just trying to not mess anything up.
Athletic directors are important in the success of a school's athletic program, but what is Mr. Aboud's new job really about?
We're responsible for all the sports scheduling, budgets, equipment orders, to coordinate and make sure that officials are showing up, bus schedules, practice times, gym times, a whole lot of stuff. But Jen Eaton helps out with a lot of it, so it's a lot of administrative work.
Mr. Aboud still plans to be the head baseball coach and is looking forward to just being around sports, athletes, and high school kids passionate about athletics.
Right now, it's just it's a learning process. So I'm trying to learn all the different sides of it and the different pieces of this job. I think after I get a year under my belt, I'll be able to, kind of step back and assess and figure out what we can change, what we can make a little bit better if possible.
Changes in admin have also occurred as a result of the new athletic director. Mrs. Hood was hired as a new assistant principal, and Mr. Stevens took the role of the junior class administrator. As Abu had switched roles, he noticed that the biggest change was in the schedule and structure of his day. So there you have it, Winnicott. Next time you're down in the gym, swing by and say hi to our new athletic director. For WHTV, this is Maggie signing out.
Wow, so he's in charge of all the sports teams? He must be pretty proud of how they all did during Exeter Week. Last weekend, all of Winnicott's fall sports teams played our rival Exeter. Football, boys soccer, and field hockey took the dub over Exeter. Unfortunately, girls soccer and volleyball lost, but we'll get them next year.
Another year, another Exeter week in the books, and another episode in the books for the boys back home.
Too bad you're the only boy in this class. Bye, Winnicott.
It's freaking bad.
No.
I love Halloween. Seems like they've been performing at a high level this year.
Last weekend, our fall sports teams played Exeter in all fall sport.
Oh my God.
Are you always like this? What's wrong with you?